Hey everyone, it's Ray. Welcome back to my playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. In the last episode, we saw the Rite of Succession, and some threads in the back are being plotted, and now we've entered Shaloni, basically my hometown. Like, not even joking, this is just Texas. Just El Paso. Anyway, Aaronville. Saddled up. I'd like to think the stableman has arrived with the Ronique by now. I'll go and check. If you still want to have a look around, then be my guest. Come and find us when you've had your fill. Alright. Take a look around the town. The friend, I take it? Sorry about keeping you both waiting. Unruly wildlife's not the only source of recent distress, I'm afraid. There's been a rise in robberies targeting merchants. As a result, we've got a lengthy list of folks wanting to use our Ronique. Why I have to ask you to stop at Shenzway Springs. That's fine, of course, but why haven't the Dustwatch dealt with these banditry? Himaka and his fellows are doing what they can, but they reckon the bandits are operating as a gang. Rounding them all up is easier said than done. But if you have anything of value, you'll want to take care. Thank you for the warning. We'll sure to stay vigilant. Alright then, if you're ready to set off, I'll see you on your way. Alright. Let's get going. These are some big boys. Let's take it slow, take care to not let it toss you. Jeez, that's a wide gate you gotta do to saddle these things. You need to be struck how much Shaloni's changed. Also, the music here is really good. The town we just visited wasn't even here several years ago. With few reliable opportunities to replenish water supplies, travelers turn to Nopala tenders. Oh, Nopales. Yum. Not just for the water in their stems, mind, their fruit is also said to be both nutritious and delicious. See that hole there? Some might hope to find water here, but it's brimming with ceruleum. The eruption of flames from within make it for a spectacle, inspiring cautionary tales of people who wander too close. The Wallaki, meanwhile, show great reverence to ceruleum and its blue flames. That discussion for another time. We're here. It's a good thing for these Ronique. No sooner did we dismount that the next passengers were already on their way. They really are short on Ronique. Oh well. Now then. This is Sheshenwe Springs. Sheshenwe Springs. Perhaps the busiest town here in Shaloni. People travel here from all over, hoping to find fortune. Changes to Watsui was surprising enough, but it's no less impressive. They've achieved a great deal in the 3 years I've been away. The station is on the eastern side of town, but there should still be time before the next train departs. If you don't mind, I'd like to pay a visit to an old friend of my mentor. Yate is her name, and if she learned that I passed through without saying a word, she'd never let me hear the end of it. Set out from other villages some 10 years ago, hoping to earn coin as she traveled about Tural. But assumed she too came here to seek greater opportunities. In any case, let's see if we can find her. Her blue hair should make her easy to spot. Alright. First off, Aetheryte, 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 Aetheryte. Alrighty. We'll look around the town. Oh, I think I spotted her. Or something similar. Blue-haired Chitona. Yes, I'm Iate, and who might you be? He's my friend. Could it be? Goodness, it is! Helena... Erenville, yes. And grown. You were such a darling little thing as a child. No, it's only been 3 years since we last spoke. Really, only 3? I suppose it all starts to get hazy after a while, living as long as we do. Well, this is Iate. She's known my mentor since they were children. Nice to meet you. Hello. Never thought I'd see the day when you travel with company. You really have grown. Helena Shipya. Helena Shipya. Helena what now? I'm going to need to have that spelt out in actual words, like actually spoken. Alright. I was born Helena Shipya. I adopted a new name when I became a gleaner, one that adheres to Eastern VR conventions, so as to avoid drawing attention. Given that it's a homecoming, it was only a matter of time before you found out. Nevertheless, I would appreciate it if you continue using my chosen name. A homecoming? You know, I've been thinking about paying the old stamping grounds a visit myself. It'd be good to see Kakuya again. He's the finest archer I know, and is Shipya's mother and mentor. Every time I drop by, she'd treat us to a veritable feast prepared with fresh game, she hunted herself. You're impressive with the bow too, Iate, even among the Chitona. Oh, I couldn't compare to Kakuya, but... God, I cannot pronounce that name. I'm just going to go with what I can go with. Kasuya. Okay, I think I got it. Oh, I couldn't compare to Kasuya, but her skills at arms pales in comparison to her knowledge of nature. That's what earned her a place among Gulul Jeja's traveling companions, after all. She was always the inquisitive sort, but her journey across Tural lit a fire in her. Even after Helena Shipya was born, she often left him in my care so she could embark on another expedition in search of the unknown. Oh, how you would cry and beg her to take you along. Must have been hard on you. Iate, please. What? We're all friends here, aren't we? No matter how many times he asked, the answer was always the same. You can come when you prove you're a true explorer. Thus did she task me with finding the Golden City. Despite my best efforts, all paths led nowhere. I assumed it was but a dreamer's fancy, a ploy to goad me into experiencing the wider world. But it was real, and we found it. You found it? Part of the rite of succession. I assumed everyone had heard. That's amazing! Oh, she'll be thrilled! Eager to bombard me with questions, no doubt. Well, we should be on our way. Thank you for stopping by. Give my best to Kasuya. Oh. What's that about? We'll investigate. Please wait here. Alright, what could it be? Oh. There we go. Why'd you warp me 2 steps? Oh god, it's a bunch of thugs, isn't it? No doubt these are the infamous local bandits. Please, you have to help me, I've been robbed! Namika, Wuklamat's nursemaid. Ernville, Rei'tan. Come any closer and we'll slit her throat from ear to ear. If you so much as snick her skin, you won't live to regret it. Oh yeah? Hold on, did he say this is Wuklamat's nursemaid? Maybe this ain't such a good idea. Take the goods to the boss, we'll deal with this. Please, you have to get it back. I'm going after Namika. I leave this lot to you. Alright. Lucky bastard, I'll hang them by the ears and feed the old woman to the dogs. We can deal with them later. First we need to put this one in the dirt. Oh, cute. Oh, honey. Oh, baby. Oh, precious sweetheart. Your ass is grass. Alright. Now let's go after that. Rulia Nala. God. Cerulean critters. Let's hurry up. God, this is just my hometown. This literally is just my home. Oh, there we go. Thank you. I don't know what I would have done without you. Bandit managed to get away, but I have an idea where they're headed. They said they stole something from you? Bracelet. It was a parting gift from Wuklamat. See, close as you two were, I can only imagine how much it meant to you. What brings you all this way? The Rise succession ended and Wuklamat crowned the next Dawntrail. She is ready to stand on her own. I told her as much in my plans to return home to Shaloni. She gave me the bracelet that I might always remember our time together. Filling me with such joy, I wanted everyone to know, everyone to see this wonderful gift given to me by the vow of resolve. Now it's gone. I would have let them take every coin to my name if only they had left me that bracelet. I'd ask what you intend to do, but I know that look. I'll knock them senseless. It's what Wuklamat would want. Please, you mustn't put yourself in harm's way for my sake. I can assure you, no harm will come to us. Rei'tan will make certain of that. I understand your methods can be brutal, but it would be wise to show some restraint, lest you find yourself on the wrong side of the law. Perhaps this should come as well to be sure that it all proceeds as it should. I don't know what to say. I can see why Wuklamat put so much faith in you both. Before anything else, let's see her back to Seneweze Springs. She'll be safer in town, and with Ayate there to keep an eye on her, we should have nothing to worry about. Thank you, both of you. I've watched too much Gunsmoke because of my old man. This place is very familiar to me. Alright. Let's, find her? Oh. What? Uh-oh, I think there's a server issue. I think I'm going to be disconnected in a second. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Apparently there was a DDoS attack and I just got forcibly disconnected. I managed to get back in, so hopefully we can continue on with the game without any more interruptions. I think this will be the last episode I record today, so we'll just go ahead and continue on. Erenville told me what happened, and you needn't worry about Namika. If those bandits should find us, I'll kick a fuss and see them driven off. That bracelet meant everything to her, and those bastards wouldn't care even if they knew. Makes me sick. At least she's safe, and I know you're set things right. Alright. Brace for trouble. Alright, let's go and recover that bracelet. While I have nothing but contempt for these bandits, as it involves a gift from Ukulat, we must be mindful of how our actions might reflect upon her. I doubt Namika would find joy in the return of said gift if lives were taken in the process. If it comes to violence, I ask that you stop short of killing them. The rest we can lead to the Dust Watch. I don't know, that makes me think you're strong. Really strong. Are you? I may have saved a star on one occasion. You saved the star? It's a bold claim to make, but if true, that certainly speaks to your strength. If your curiosity has been sated, then please indulge mine. Is there anything you can tell us about these bandits? Let's see. Well, of late, there's been talk about some unsavory types coming and going from Tenyawi to the southwest. Is that the old mining town that was abandoned? That's the one. Now the ceruleum extraction is big business. No one wants their time picking at dried up veins there. Sounds like a perfect lair for bandits, not to mention that the one with the bracelet fled in that direction. So you'll be investigating the place? I can let the Dust Watch know if you like. No, not yet. It would be best if we went alone. There's something I'd like to ascertain, if you know objections. Right then, let's be off. Alrighty, let's get going. See. This way. Let's take a look-see. Okay, it's not too far off. Ishiyani Wilds. Oh yeah, I like this place a lot. Feels like home. It seems the bandits have claimed this place for themselves. Right. Okay. I saw that gimp gear, by the way. They've made no attempt to conceal their presence. How can the Dust Watch not have noticed by now? Question for another time. First we must find the bracelet. I don't see the bandit who had it. Perhaps they're the one in the buildings. Ramshackle as they are, it should prove a simple thing to eavesdrop on anyone inside. If we go and have a look about, I'll keep watch for trouble. Alright. Bandits will not notice you here. It's safe to eavesdrop from the inside. Okay? Listen, you begin to pick voices in the muffled chatter. You know where we'd be without him, probably shoveling sand, praying we'd strike it rich. Ain't that the truth? Only an idiot would work the mines with easier money to be had. And when we got a boss to keep the dust watch off our backs, ha! Hey, watch what you say, the wind's got a way of carrying secrets to the wrong ears. Be so, but who'd ever believe one of them sainted souls was running our crew? That drunk who bought your story about the gold shit in alpaca, am I right? Alright. Oh. Sorry, didn't mean to cause trouble. Don't worry. You'll be out of my misery soon enough. Alright. Sorry, I had spotted the Aether Current and I wanted to get it. Alright. Go ahead and destinate. Alright. What do they hear here? Oh, sorry, didn't mean to knock that. You okay? Let me out of here, you bastard! Shut your mouth, you sniveling little brat. Pick me, I'll get you all back for framing my friends. Vulture most of all, you can tell him to eat shit. But give you a chance to tell him yourself. We'll see how tough you are then. That ain't good. Alright, let's take a listen in. Got back a prize you're gonna love, boss. Have a look at this bracelet. Beautiful, ain't it? It was made by a famous artisan. Yet, how are we supposed to move something like this without attracting attention? Boss, please, I'm sorry. Reckon we can find a sailor who won't ask questions. Sell it for a song. Here, your reward, and don't bring me this kind of grief again. I won't, boss. Thank you. Finished, are you? Let's retreat for now. Were you able to learn anything? Well, tell why the bandits are running him back. So the leader's the man of the Dust Watch? That would explain why these bandits have been able to do as they please. Say they gave the bracelet to him? Means we'll have our work cut for us. Did you hear anything else of note? Nakoa? That's the boy who confronted one of the officers in town, isn't it? You say they threatened To take him to speak with the Vulture, their leader's alias, no doubt. Fitting for a man who preys on the helpless. Well then, not only do we have a better idea of who's behind the recent rash of robberies in Watsui, but we also know he has the bracelet. Retrieving it without bloodshed will prove difficult enough if he's that quick to point a gun at his own underlings. We need to get him alone. You're right. If we confront him with his henchmen without his henchmen around... if we confront him with his henchmen around, a violent outcome is all but guaranteed. I'd have a plan. There's a small settlement to the southeast of here. Oh, come on, that's just gibberish now. Wataniewasa. Wataniewasa. Meet me there and I'll explain everything. Jesus Christ, these names are gonna kill me. Let's get a move on. That's a nasty thing. Best to avoid it. Damn it! In my big fat mouth. Oh! Bunch of adobe. This is a nice little area. Now this definitely reminds me of New Mexico. And here's a nopali tender. Stop following me! As much as I want to smack you, I'm busy. Alright. There we go. Here's Arendelle. If we're to retrieve the bracelet without conflict, it won't be done barging in through the front door. We have to lure him out. To do that, we'll avail ourselves of Yeheyeka. Yehehekya. Dragon-like creatures that live to the south of here. They're breeding season, you see, and the males will flock to the scent of a female in heat. With a few ingredients and a sample of their jet, and create an attractant which resembles the scent when burned, and then lure the Yeheyekya to the bandit's hideout, flushing out the Vulture and his gang. Then while they're confronted with our flying friends, we can sneak in and search off for the bracelet. Oh shit, And before you say anything, I do not ask this because of any aversion to it. It would be simply easier for me to find the specific pieces of wild plant we require. Oh shit. I'm on shit duty? Come on, dude. Of all the things. What has the Warrior of Light been reduced to? Is that one of them? Yeah, it is. It's just a Pteranodon. Okay. Ugh. Yeah. Why? Why? Now let's keep getting a move on. God, that's a mouthful. Oh boy. Anyway, sorry, I was zoning off for a second. Aaronville. Finished already, are we? Ugh. Here you go. Fuck. Now we're going back, eh? Alright. Well, let's keep moving. Place is definitely feels like home. These bushes definitely feel like look like creosote bushes to me, which is a very familiar plant around these parts. And when it rains, you can smell it. It smells really refreshing. Right. Everything is ready. Time to set our plan into motion. Alright. Blowing smoke. A fair number appear to be gathered inside. Now's our chance. To watch from here. The attraction I leave to you. Okay, toss it into the bonfire. Okay. Oh. There we go. Didn't realize I had to lock on. Ugh. What's that smell? Ugh, that reeks! What did you put in the fire? Wasn't me, I swear. Ugh, did something die? Someone want to explain that ungodly stench to me? Of course it's him. Boss, over there! Huh? What in the world? Run for your lives! So the smoke was what drew them there. Where do I find out who did this? I say your friends have stirred up enough trouble. Time to retrieve the bracelet. Hey, what's going on out there? I'm still in here in case you've forgotten. Sit tight, we'll be back for you. What? You gotta get me out of here now! They're gonna kill me! Begging you, please! Shh, they'll hear you. Shit, who was that? Oh god, you loud-mouthed little brat. Fine. Fine. After all that effort and not to show for it. Sorry about that, but damn, I didn't think anyone would have the balls to take on the Vulture. No need to apologize. We're planning to save you eventually. Really? And I don't even know who you are. Secret admirers of mine or something? Not in your life. Do appreciate the help. Man they call the Vulture. I've seen his face before. Was he not the officer you confronted in town? One and the same. He's not masquerading as a gang leader. He serves as deputy chief of the Dust Watch. I'll explain why the bandits are so confident they can avoid capture. You're trying to get back something the Vulture stole, right? Let me help. It's the least I can do after you bailed me out back there. I have no idea where he hid his cash. I reckon he's heading there right now. Go together. Got a score to settle with them. I don't doubt that you do, but we need to know what it is first. Will you tell us? Right, so those bandits at Yawi, they're called the Daybreaks, and it was me and my friends that founded the group. But it wasn't a gang of cutthroats, not back then. Just wanted to protect the people who wouldn't protect themselves. Kids being harassed by bullies, workers being exploited by the mining concerns, folks who needed help to even the odds. That was 3 years ago, and whenever we found someone scheming in the shadows, we settled matters the best way we knew how, with a duel. See, by the old laws, anyone who loses in a duel must be held to account for their crimes, even those in positions of authority. And we made damn sure they did every time, before we knew our small band of friends commanded a force to be reckoned with. Then about a year ago, the Vulture and his thugs show up, got the better of us, and took over the Daybreakers. Everyone was afraid of him, so they did his bidding without question, but when he showed them how they could make a fortune easily, that was when he really won them over. Now the Daybreakers is nothing but a bunch of bandits and cutthroats who prey on people who it was created to protect. I talked it over with my friends, Kiwikana and Liwane, and we agreed that the only way to stop them was to challenge him to a duel. And he accepted. I still remember how he gloated that he'd win. When the day came, he showed up with the Dust Watch, had my friends arrested on charges of robbery. That wasn't enough. He set their bailout price no one could ever hope to pay. And locked away, there was no one left to help me. None of my old friends from the Daybreakers, and certainly not the Dust Watch. That's why you were ready to challenge him in the middle of town. It wasn't until that guy with the spear stopped me. Sooner than I stepped out of town than the Vulture's minions caught me by surprise. Took me prisoner then. Well, you know the rest. The Dust Watch would be of no help. Are they all working for the Vulture then? No, not all of them. The sheriff, Kimaka, he's as honest as they come, a staunch keeper of the peace. Problem is, he's a little too trusting and doesn't suspect a thing. If it were my word against the deputy chiefs, who do you think he'd believe? Well, if he knows where the vulture keeps his spoils, perhaps he can help us recover Namika's bracelet. What do you think? For what it's worth, I have a plan, but I can't do it alone. Plan? All I ask is you hear me out, but not here. I'll be waiting for you at Senewezi Springs. Guess we can decide what to do after he gives us the pitch. Alright, let's head on back to town. Alright. Warping on back. Right? Good, you're here. Where he hides his loot. I expect he'll show up soon. Law of the land. Oh well, look who it is. Storing stolen goods here seems risky, but I suppose it's an option for someone in his authority. Yeah, he moves the spoils in cerulean barrels where no one would think to look. They're mixed in with regular shipments of fuel to Toledo. They're sold off. Said he stole a bracelet of yours, right? He knows you're on his tail. Chances are he'll be eager to get what he can for it. But I doubt he'd trust a lackey with that business. Given the purveyance of this piece, no, I'll wager he's not letting that bracelet out of his sight till he's got coin in hand. Sure, but to make a view after quest Stuawi, but I'm glad to see you're more than an impulsive child. Well, not my finest hour, I admit. But there's a lesson in that. The vulture's a slippery bastard. If he was going to catch him, we need to back him into a corner with hard evidence. That's my plan. First, we need to lure him away from here. Over to Husawi would be ideal. For that, I need one of you to help me. We'll buy time for the other to search the barrels for any stolen goods. Using that will expose him as a criminal. There's no way to tell if Wihutwe is carrying the bracelet, but regardless, there'll be time enough to find him once he's behind bars. But won't he simply feign ignorance? Oh, he'll try, and that's when I'll challenge him to a duel. Duel? That approach didn't work so well for your friends, as I recall. True, but unlike before, I'll challenge him in front of the whole town. That way you won't be able to wriggle out of it like before. Every man, woman, and child of the wilds understands the importance of duels in the old laws. The deputy chief would never disgrace himself by refusing. But wouldn't you be breaking a law by using a firearm in town? Not as if we'd be using live rounds. It's a risk I'm willing to take. Of course, I get him to duel with as many witnesses as possible. When he loses, and he will lose, that'll be the end of the vulture. Plan is not without flaws, but what do you think? I say let him have his duel. Thanks. I was sure lucky running into the two of you. You won't regret this, I promise. Satisfied? Then so am I. Knew I could count on you. I was seen in Tonton Yawi, so it's probably best I stay and search the barrels. Then you're with me. Tell the vulture I tried to rob you, but you managed to overpower me. If he suspects the trap, you won't be able to risk taking the bait. You want to buy your friend as much time as possible, and make your way to Ustawi. Once you've got the vulture there, I'll take care of the rest. Alright then, let's get to it. Oh boy. Angle. Ah, I gotta poke him. Where's the Pokemon? Pose. Oh. What is it? Ah, an unfamiliar face in these parts. You need the Dust Watch, sir? What? Toad tried to rob you? You apprehended him? See, so desperate was he friends free from prison, he turned to a life of crime. How awful. You have my sincerest thanks, sir. Might I trouble you to take me to him? Alright. Drag this bastard. Not that it's an appropriate time for me to play tour guide, but if you insist, Shistene Wezi Springs is home to a thriving cerulean mining industry. Prospect of easy coin has attracted some undesirables, though. Alright. Let's get a move on. No, I could just kick your ass right now. Hope you realize it. Of course he doesn't. Destinate? This is a place I don't see him. It's a little further. Let's see, I'm gonna lead on. Dust storm abound. Yeah, this is what my hometown looks like during a dust storm. Lord knows my town is extremely windy. Especially in the spring. Oh. There's another talk location. I might as well get as much lore as I can out of this fucker. There's gold in these fields. Blue gold. Damn. Best be wary of the beasts in these parts. They may prefer the snack on ceruleum. For you, I'd reckon they'd make an exception. Alright. Can I mount? Just double check. Okay. Let's keep... Oh, fuck. There we go. I could have sworn I left it here. Sunbeard. Cute little fluffles. Fuck's sake. Oh. Running away, are you? hand tied behind a rock. Alright, alright. Another voice stop around here. All attenders. Unless you'd rather feed on one raw, needles and all, cut the chit-chat. Rude. But here we go. This is the place. I don't see him anywhere. Where's Zakoa? Tell me where he is, or I'll bury you in the same grave. Found it. He must have escaped. That's it. I've had it with these games, and I've had it with you. Hey, Wiwute. You looking for me? Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his name. If you want to place me under arrest, you'll have to work a little harder. You'll be begging for a cell by the time I'm done with you.
Wahoote! Finally caught up to me, I see.
Well, well, if it isn't our young outlaw. You've taken up stealing, I'm told. Can't say I'm surprised about that, but I am surprised that you'd offer yourself up to be arrested.
Sorry to disappoint, but you're the one who's going to answer for their crimes today.
Hey, that's my jewelry!
And my bag!
So you found the stolen goods. That's fine work.
This barrel was at Shisenuetsi Springs, mixed in with others bound for Tuliyola. The Landsguard would have presumed it part of the regular ceruleum shipments and waved it through. And once it reached its destination, it would have been retrieved, and its contents sold for coin.
The audacity. Do we know who's behind this?
As fortune would have it, I spied the leader of this operation being handed one of the stolen items. A bracelet, which Vau Wuklamat had intended for her nursemaid, Namika.
It was from the Vow of Resolve?
Oh, you fucked up.
Oh, you've seen it then?
No, no, never. And if I knew who had it, I would have arrested the scoundrel.
Oh, come off it. I saw you with the bracelet.
What's the meaning of this, Wahoote?
It's a setup, sir.
Oh, shut up.
They're the real criminals. They concocted this scheme to frame me, so they could get me out of the picture.
If you feel your honor's at stake, there's always the old-fashioned way. The law which folks have used to settle their differences for generations.
You don't mean...
Busted!
Wahute, I challenge you to a duel. The winner is right, the loser is wrong. Doesn't get simpler than that.
Yeah, have at it.
Let your pistols do the talking!
Please, do you honestly believe you can goad me into playing your game?
You refuse then? A baby alpaca's got more fight than you.
Oh, there's gossip going around already.
All right, boy. But remember, you asked for this.
Come on, Zekawa! Give him what for!
Shouldn't we stop him, Chief? Even if it's just rubber bullets, we're in the middle of town.
Be quiet. Just watch.
Definitely an old western. Is that a crab?
Oh, you little shit!
Looks like you've gotten slow in your old age, Vulture.
You and I are going to have a long talk.
Nice.
I apologize for dueling in the middle of town. If you want to lock me up, then lock me up. But please, let my friends go. They've done nothing wrong.
You drew your gun within town limits. But Wahute drew first. Far as I'm concerned, you acted in self-defense. You're free to go. As are your friends.
Ha! You're not such a bad guy after all!
Just a man of the wilds, like you.
Well,
But to think that Wahute had taken control of the Daybreakers, it pains me that it happened right under my nose.
What are you gonna do about his crew? Some of them are still in Tonatenui.
Tonatenui.
Those who have broken the law will be taken into custody. But those who haven't will be given the chance to resume walking the straight and narrow. What about you, Zekawa? What do you intend to do now?
Why, what I've always done. Protect the weak and help the helpless. The old-fashioned way.
Here, this was Vawuk Lamott's gift for someone, wasn't it?
Yes, a person very dear to her.
I suppose this is where we go our separate ways. My thanks again for your help apprehending the vulture.
Alrighty. Talk to Aaronville. That ended up being rather more complicated than expected, but all's well that ends well. Phew, finally it's over. Couldn't have brought him to justice without your help. Know how I'll ever repay you. On track. Then we have the bracelet. Let us return to Shaloni Springs. Will you be staying there long? I'd like to give you a proper thanks after I find my friends. We weren't planning on it, but there's no need to rush. See you at the springs, then. Alrighty. Oh, there's a lookout spot. Oh, I cannot wait to... I am definitely going to see a bunch of roleplay stuff here happening. I can feel it in my bones. Anyway. Shaloni Springs. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but that's what I'm going with. Get back over here. And Namika. My bracelet, thank you. Thank you so much. This is more than just a gift. Part of me I could never hope to replace. Truly, Wuklamon is blessed to have such devoted friends. Well, I wouldn't put it quite that way. I prefer to think of us more as long-standing acquaintances. Regardless of how you choose to describe it, there's no denying the depth of your bond, so I'm sure you'll continue to do so. I'd say I'm surprised the Deputy Chief turned out to be the bandit's leader. I always knew something wasn't right about him. He's a claim to make with the gift of hindsight. There you are, the real Daybreakers have arrived. I'd like you to meet my two best friends, Kiwikana and Liwane. If it wasn't for you believing in Zekoa, and doing what you did, we'd still be locked up. You have no idea how satisfying it is to see that bastard Buwute put behind bars. Never gave up hope that Zekoa would find a way to get us out. He was always the best of the Daybreakers. Glad he was able to convince you to go along with his plan. Fortunately, our group is smaller now and lacking in strength besides. Outlaws might see us as an easy target. Even so, if anyone should give the Dustwatch the slip, the Daybreakers will be there. Train night and day so no one will get the better of us ever again. Isn't that right? Right, and you'll teach us how to draw your pistol so fast, won't you? Well, we won't need the duel if all goes as it should. But on the off chance it does, we'd best make sure everyone can match or beat my speed. We owe you a great debt, and one of these days I'll be sure to repay it. On that you have my word. Till we meet again! Now if you'll excuse me, I shall find a quiet place to rest. As I'll be a while yet, though, do let me know if there's any way I could be of assistance. Were you not planning to take the train home? Oh, train service has been suspended, didn't I tell you? You mentioned no such thing. Something about the tracks being damaged in the last quake. The tunnel was closed as well. Earthquake? It happened when we were still down south. There have been quite a few tremors of late, and rather large ones struck not long before you two arrived. I only hope no one was hurt. At any rate, if you want to know when the service will resume, you can speak with the station master yourself. Let's do that. The station is just over there. Alrighty then. Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and talk with Bill. Seems people are too happy about the train delays.
I'm so sorry, but we're not sure when the train will be running again.
You've got to be joking. Of all the places to get stuck at on the way.
Please don't tell me you've come to complain too.
We heard that the earthquake had caused disruptions, and wanted to ask when operations would resume. But I see that it will be a while yet.
I'm afraid so. Too few hands for too much work. It's time-consuming enough to inspect the tracks after every quake, but this last one we got after the succession ceremony was massive. Made a mess of a whole bunch of railroad ties.
The succession ceremony? We would have been in Tuliyollal at the time. If it was as violent as you say, we should have felt it as well.
I have to admit, it was a touch strange, having seen my fair share of tremors. If I had to describe it, it felt more like the rumbling from an explosion.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Seriously? You're offering to help?
What about you, my friend? If you'd rather strike out on your own, I understand.
Though, if you were willing to lend us a hand too, we'd be truly tremendously grateful.
Sure.
Thank you! Thank you so much! I'm Shenza, by the way. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. If you would please step inside, I can introduce you to everyone.
I don't get the feeling this guy's the shard of the trolley guy. That's just a weird thought I had. Don't worry, it's fine. Oh my god, it is! Holy
There they
fuck!
are. That's them, the two volunteers. Walika is our station master, and over there is our top driver, Nitoikwe.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
And this grizzled mug is Zapia, an engineer who joined around the same time as me.
Much obliged for the help. I'll make it worth your while, I promise.
Holy shit. I was right on the fucking money.
Something the matter?
Oh god, I love this game. You wouldn't have to be a fan of trolleys.
Trolleys? They're fine, I suppose, but they're no match for our cerulean-powered engine.
She's absolutely glorious, let me tell you. If you'd like to bask in her beauty, well, you should visit the depot behind the platform.
Right then. What I'd like you two to do is help us procure timber. We'll be using it to fashion new railroad ties, so it needs to be the strongest stuff we can get. In these parts, that means the trees in the Piata-Yonan Plain. It is Hetsaro territory, though, so we need to get their permission first.
Alrighty.
Come on, no time to waste.
Man, talk about deja vu. And I guess that's his wife, or at least who was his wife in the first. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. That's funny. That's funny. Alright, we've got to get... Alright. Holy shit. Those snow... Though no small number live in Shaloni, I must confess I've never visited the home of Zaro. As they largely live in accordance with older traditions, I suspect they may have a dim view of the railroad. Well, that's it for now. Holy shit, that was a way to end the episode off. I'm in a good mood. But yeah, that's it for today's episode. We've done plenty as is. So, until next time, this is Ray, signing off. Later, guys, and have a good day.